in that house. I don't know, hope he's well doing well. So we have somebody got in touch with me on Facebook. I'm not going to give the poster's name. Um, and asked me could I talk about this topic. I talked about it a while back, probably a few months ago. Now this girl in particular went to my secondary school for a while. And she said, the best person to come to about this, what she's experienced in the whole life, and I get into it now. I'm not going to give any too much personal details, but she asked me to talk about this, which is why I'm here, talking about it, because usually there's some things that happen, people message me about different things, and sometimes I can help them with some things, and sometimes I can't help them, but I do my best to help them as much as possible. Um, so again, some people ask me sometimes could I mention it. So again, if you ever want me to mention something, that's no bother. I mention it. Hopefully I get around to, because again, it's sometimes I'm busier than others. So yeah, this girl, as you can see, I suffer with a bit of acne, and this is what's to do. I talked about it a while ago. Acne. So when you're a teenager, obviously you get spots and you get pimples and things like that. It's basically hormones growing up. In other words. It's natural, it's normal. And I know myself, because again, I know I'm very experienced, so that's why she came to me about it. Because again, I'm a young person, and so they say. But I'm 150 years old. I'm not joking. But yeah, it's good to say to somebody, there's a problem, and what to talk about it. Because again, she said, as she said, I didn't talk about it to anybody. I kind of kept it to myself. And she said people were laughing at her. And it's just straight. I just said it straight to everybody. As I said to this girl, how would other people think of you? If they want to laugh, let them laugh. But at the end of the day, you have the last laugh. And what that means is, don't bring yourself down to their level. Simple as that. Don't bring yourself down. Laugh at them. Laugh at how pity they are. And just making fun of you. Have nothing else better to do in their life but to make fun of somebody. And that's true. They have nothing else better to do but make fun of somebody. And that's a very, very sad life. And I'm sure people would agree with me. And pass no remarks on the people. They just pile of people who have nothing to do with their life. So yeah, that's straight. But yeah, just to say, it is a normal part of growing up. And as I said, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say to if people ask, because again, some people often will being smart to me, saying, "Why do you have acne?" This, that, and the other. And to hell with again, some people might just be curious. Again, some people can be curious. But don't pass much remarks. Really, really don't care. And don't again, it's good to look good and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's what matters. What the person inside of you, not in the outside. The person inside of you, what you are on the inside, matters more than what's shown on the outside. And again, I know myself because for years, when I said this many times before. So when I was in fifth, sixth class, fourth class, probably them years. I used to hide my face nearly. I used to try and cover my face as much as I could because again, it was a shame. I was the only person in the class that had acne. In my national school, and obviously that was a bit, it was very nerve wracking because again, the rest of them had kind of baby skin, if that makes any sense, and you have acne and things like that. Like it was a lot worse. Like let me tell you, it was a lot worse on my face, but yeah, again at that time it affected me deeply. It did affect me for deeply. But after first year, after I had my mental breakdown, as I said before, I said this many times before, I stopped really caring, about, my outer features, if that makes any sense. Again, I try and make myself look respectable. Again, that's what you should try and do, make yourself look a tiny bit respectful. But my hair is a bit longer now, the hairdresser's closed, I can't get my hair cut, so I don't look that respectable. But I do try my best to keep myself in good condition, at least try anyway. Get the oil out. This chair might need a bit of oil, speaking to that. But yeah, it's what's in the inside, the person that's in the inside. Again, people will laugh at you, but they have a very, very sad life, and I wouldn't give them the time of day in giving them an acknowledgement. Just passing on remarks. They don't. The thing about it is, people probably laughed behind my back. When I had acne, and people did say people were laughing big jokes behind my back and things, calling me names. And I just laughed at them. Again, when I got after first year, I just laughed at them. I couldn't care less. Very sad that they want to make up names and, have a laugh about it, then let them. But, at the end of the day, there's a lot more things to life than making fun of somebody for their features, something that they have no control over. Like even the Queen, the many doctors would prescribe for you, doesn't really do shit. It just makes up the pharmacies. But yeah, as I say to everybody, don't be afraid. And what you look like on the outside, just don't be afraid. Really, really don't be afraid. This is the main topic of the story. But yeah, she just wanted me to mention this, and again, it is a kind of body shaming, if you may use that too. And it is a very, again, I say to people, don't do that to body shame people, no matter what features they have on their body, or whatever's on the body, in other words. Just don't do that. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And simple as that, especially something that will upset somebody, or somebody that has a disorder, or it's not out of their control. Don't, again, it'd be very, very cruel to do that. So I just say to people, if you think of anything nasty in your head or anything like that, please just don't say it. Just keep it in your head. Again, it's not worth picking fights. Life's too short without picking fights with everybody and calling people names, because again, you never know when you need help, and you never know when you need that person's help. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. And again, it's about speaking out too, and it's about talking. As she said, she never spoke about it much. And obviously that builds up in you. That does build up in you. And I know myself, it does build up. And it will explode. So it's better to talk about it. It's better to talk about your friends, your teacher, your family. Even to me, if you want to hit me up and Twitter or Messenger, no bother. Hit me up and we talk about it, no bother. Just don't be afraid, really, because again, people hold this in, and again, it's the same with everything. Some people take it to heart, some people shrug it off their shoulders like it's just nothing. Water off a duck's back. But just don't let these people who laugh at you and everything like that, don't let them win. Simple as that. Don't give them any acknowledgement. Don't give them fuel to the fire, if that makes any sense. But yeah, please take care of yourselves and mind yourselves, and thank you so much, and bye.